Um, we have a couple of new movies, and for the first time in nearly 2 months, just shy of 2 months, Avatar: The Way of Water was not our number one movie. We've got two new releases. Yet another Universal horror movie, Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan.
Was it M. Night?
Yeah. I watched Film Threats review of it.
What did they think?
They liked it. They thought it was good. Uh, yeah, they enjoyed it. It had some flaws with it, but I mean, they thought it was good.
Okay. Was it more horror, more thriller?
It sounded more horror, I guess.
Okay. Then we've also got the great counter programming and great advertising here. 80 for Brady. Oh, with Tom Brady, in addition to Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda,
Rita, what
Re-
was it?
Moreno,
Rita Moreno, yeah, and then
and Sally Field.
yeah.
So basically an all-star comedian cast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so that seems like the type of thing that I would watch with my parents.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a older crowd movie there.
But it sounds like it has a lot of. I mean, it seems like it could be fun.
Yeah. And,
Um, Rounding out the top five, we have Avatar coming in, and interestingly, I think at this point, despite inflation, we are at a reasonable chance of Avatar not outperforming its predecessor.
mm,
Um, since the original is at 2.9, now some of that is the re-release they did
right.
over the years, but I think it was 2.7 in its original run,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and it is starting to slow down a bit.
Yeah. Um,
Puss in Boots is still holding in there. And then we have a BTS yet to come in cinemas, which is this is one of those things where if we had a stronger box office, I don't see uh, a K-pop
no.
artist movie being in the top five like that.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there really isn't anything too interesting.
Yeah.
Aside from continuing anime releases, they did a Sword Art Online movie.
Another
Did
one? Wow.
Yeah, apparently. 2022 release that they just brought to the States made about 700,000 or about 800,000 here.
Yeah.
So basically on The Chosen season 3 finale was in theaters. Yes, it
Oh
was.
yeah. Yeah. Hmm. My parents have been on me to watch that show because they watch it and they love it.
So what is it like about the life of Jesus or what?
Yeah, it's about Jesus. It's completely crowdfunded.
Okay.
And yeah, it's told the language is modern day language.
Hmm.
And one of the things my parents pointed out was that Jesus in the show, he actually has a sense of humor, which is which a lot of people don't probably didn't know that, but he did have a bit of a sense of humor.
Well, it's like the way I've heard it described is that he would refer to Peter, but like in Greek, it comes across as rocky.
Hmm.
Like it just guy had a sense of humor when he wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, he did. And Ninja Toe, there's a face palm. I'm cringing right now. I'm guessing that's for the BTS
Uh, Possibly for The Chosen, but
or the
anyway. Yeah, basically nothing especially new here.
yeah, yeah. He says it's a well done take on a drama based on the life of Jesus, and I will see in a couple episodes. Yeah.
Let's see here. Meanwhile, for the home video charts, Black Adam's
Black
still
Adam's.
hanging in there. So
Wow.
people are buying it. Top
So
Gun
it's Top Gun
Maverick moving
Maverick.
back up.
Violent Night. Yeah.
Let's see.
Not a whole lot of
House of the
change.
Dragon. Yeah. Oh, the Harry
Oh,
Potter
Harry Potter went
collection
up.
shot up a bunch. Yeah.
Heck,
Gee, I
yeah.
wonder what Yu Yu Hakusho is in there.
What's Yu Yu Hakusho? Is that
It's an anime about a ghost detective.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a contemporary of Dragon Ball Z in terms of shonen anime.
Oh, okay.
Um, that is, it's got like it's not as big as Dragon Ball Z, but it's got like a very passionate fan base still,
Uh,
and I enjoy it. I just haven't felt like sitting down to watch another 100 episode anime
yeah, yeah,
recently. But yeah, it debuted at number 8 on here. That's kind of shocking for an anime release.
yeah. Uh,
That's Ticket to Paradise. Okay,
yeah.
yep. Yellowstone cranking
Well,
its way
yeah.
up there.
Well, yeah, people are buying it on DVD and Blu-ray because they can't watch it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, who has Paramount Plus? But also, even who else has Peacock?
True. Yeah.
Um, let's see here.
Lyle Our Crocodile is on Netflix, by the way,
Hmm,
in case you're curious.
okay, yeah, it's still hanging in there. So clearly, counter programming with kids is up there. And the
The
Batman suddenly
Batman.
out of nowhere.
Hmm. Interesting.
Bullet
Bullet
Train show
Train.
coming back in after a long absence.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And a new Dawn of the Dead release, it looks like.
Oh well, they re-released Dawn of the Dead. They've had a lot of issues with the rights on that movie.
Didn't it accidentally fall into public domain?
Um, Night of the Living Dead did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, wrong movie.
yeah, but yeah, they've had a lot of they had a lot of issues with the rights of
Look,
those different movies,
yeah,
Ninja Toe says that he's sad Woman King is in the top five.
look, it's if it makes you feel better, it's still an enormous loss. It's
Yeah,
and we don't really have a sense of how many this represents.
right.
Like, because that's the thing about a ranking chart is this, like when we look at the box office, we can go, oh, Avatar made 11 million last weekend. When we look at this ranking chart, it's like, okay, Black Adam made more than Top Gun Maverick. Did they did one make $15? Did they made $14? Did one make 20 million and the other one made 7 million?
Yeah,
It's hard to gauge how impressive it actually is.
yeah. It's a different metric from movie. Yeah, home releases is a different metric than
Yeah.
box office.
For those who don't know, this is a combination of DVD Blu-ray sales, digital sales, and yeah, rental services such as Redbox
Right.
rentals. So who knows? Maybe people are just renting on a Redbox a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, so I think that about covers it as far as the what people are watching things.
Yeah.
So let's get into things people aren't